Okay, folks, we're going to come at chip shots a little bit differently this week. We're going to look at a little before and after. What you're seeing on the screen here is Molly Holbert out at the Country Club of Harrisburg. This is last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. Molly's a very good player, lives in Mechanicsburg, goes to college out at Weber State. What you can't see in this video is she has an amazing rhythm and tempo to her golf swing. But it got into some positions that were a little bit off, and we're going to talk about how we fix those. As you're going to see here, beautiful backswing. She turns, everything looks great. As a matter of fact, you look right there at the top and you say everything looks great, but unfortunately that's not the top. What you're going to see here is Molly continues to go with the club. It gets across the line, gets pointed a little bit left, and then when she goes into transition, that's going to steepen the shaft of the club considerably, going to give her left path issues galore, and she's going to have to try and hold the face off to basically hit a little pull cut because that's about all she can do from that position, okay? And it all came from this little bit of extra at the top. If everything was kind of stopping right here, we'd be in good shape. You see how parallel that club is to the left wrist, but it doesn't. It kept going, and that got us into a little bit of a pickle. Now, to change this, what we did to fix this was really pretty cool. We got her in, and we decided to measure her on the Sportsbox AI, the 3D. And what we found out is that Molly really wasn't swinging all that bad, except for one thing. Her trail elbow had a tremendous amount of flexion to it. It was getting back to about 77 degrees. So her right arm, her trail elbow for a right-handed player, which started at about 170 degrees, 180 would be dead straight. There's a little bend to the right arm at the start, but it started and it increased so much as she kept going that it got very across the line, and then she got steep and couldn't really return it. So if you look at the difference in these two positions here, you're going to see on the right, the after picture, and on the left, the before picture. By slowing down the amount of bend in that right elbow, we got her much more down the line. And then you're going to notice she didn't have to unpack as much. She was able to transition back under the ball. Shaft comes in at about the same angle it was at address. She's clearing beautifully. She's hitting it beautifully, and she can hit draws. She can hit all kinds of shots because she didn't have that extra stuff to do at the top. Now, how did we find this out? Well, we put her on Sportsbox AI. We measured it. I say this all the time. I don't like to guess what I can measure. If you're not measuring these things, if you're not using modern technology, I could have gone down about 7 or 8 different rabbit holes 5-6 years ago without the technology we have now to try and figure out where she was. I probably would have tried to restrict her turn, or I probably would have put something up there to make her not swing her hands back as far, when at the end of the day, putting a Leadbetter right angle on her and then eventually working it back to a little bit of a pool floaty so her arm couldn't bend as much, got her the feeling she needed, and she started hitting the ball much better. So a lot of times it's really about getting measured and making sure you've got the right information, and that's what we love to do for you up at the Country Club of Harrisburg. So hey, if you'd like to book a lesson, whether it's on TrackMan or whether it's on V1 body mapping or whether it's on Sportsbox AI or any of the other tech we use, please come out and get measured. Let's figure out what's going on. Let's get it right the first time, and we'd love to help you. Again, website www.chiprichtergolf.com. You can book your lessons right there. Hope to hear from you, folks. Have a great day.